KZ BTE is a Bluetooth earphone that uses two drivers. One uses a dynamic driver type to produce good bass amount, and the other uses balanced armature type to produce good treble and clear sound detail. KZ BTE price is quite cheap, around $20 US. Purchase link is on video description. This video is not sponsored and this review is purely my opinion after about 6 months usage. While unboxing, let's talk about the important part, which is the sound quality. For the bass, it feels quite punchy. For lower frequency bass below 60Hz, it feels enough but not as deep as other KZ series that use cable. Some people say KZ BTE is lack of bass, but I think it is because they use wrong ear tip size. In my case, the bass amount is sufficient. However, if we put the volume up high, the bass feels a bit distorted, so we cannot turn the volume too loud or we need to set the equalizer a little. Honestly, at the first try, I feel the bass quality is not that good, but after a few months usage and compare it with other Bluetooth earphones, I began to like the bass quality. Simply put, in most cases and conditions, the bass quality is decent. For the mid sound, it feels rich in the sense that all instruments are heard clearly and in sufficient detail. The vocal or human voice feels right in the center, not too forward nor backward. For high sound or treble is relatively good. Treble details is quite good, but in some types of songs, it may feel a little too short but not that much. Overall, it is still okay for me. For separation between instruments is fairly okay, but the sound stage is not too wide. Overall, KZ BTE sound signature is on balance side, enough bass, enough mid and high. There is no dominant one. If described in the equalizer more or less is like this. Suitable for listening to various types of music. For the mic quality is on low side. We need to get the mic hole close to our mouth when we're talking. Here are inside sales package. English and Chinese manual paper, warranty paper, short user guide, charger cable, L and S size eartips. The M size is pre-installed on the unit. Now we talk about the design. Although KZ BTE looks quite large, but when I use it, it feels comfortable and I can use it for a long time. The ear tips given were fine but not that soft. The design and material used are similar to some other KZ series. Sound isolation is fairly good if the installation is right. However, if you want to maximize the sound quality, I think we need to buy a better ear tips. The weight is on light side, only 18 grams because almost all materials are made of plastic. All buttons are located on the right, the plus sign to increase volume, press and hold for next track, play button to play or pause, press and hold to turn the unit on or off, minus sign to reduce volume, press and hold for previous song. KZ BTE has a feature called shocking bass. Press volume up and down simultaneously to activate it. When I tried, honestly, there is no difference in bass quantity nor quality. It just feels like the overall volume is one level louder. Next to the button, there is a micro USB port for charging. On the left side, there is only ballast, so the cable won't pull down on right side only. The cable length is 85 cm and I think it's too long. Also, the cable is not a memory type, so it looks quite messy when we use it, and if I use backpack or bag, sometimes I accidentally touch the cable when remove the bag. The cable is not detachable. We can use it while working out and it is still fairly comfortable, but it will be much better if it uses shorter or better cable. KZ BTE is apTX 6 rating, which means it's proof of water or sweat, but we cannot submerge it in water or use it while swimming. The build quality is fairly good, although it's made of plastic, but it uses a good quality plastic. For design, I leave it to your taste to decide. Connectivity. KZ BTE has apTX technology, which according to its promotion, it will produce clearer and better sound quality compared to those that don't use this technology. But for me, the apTX technology is more just a promotion sentence and it's not that amazing, but better than none, right? The connection range is claimed up to 10 meters, but in reality, I feel the connection is stable if the distance is below 8 meters. For the pairing process is fast and no problems at all. It supports multi-connection, so it can connect with two different devices at the same time, but it cannot emit sound from two devices simultaneously, so it must take turns. We can see remaining battery capacity in the notification panel if your phone supports it. It uses 130 mAh battery and can be used for 6 to 8 hours for listening music, depends on volume level used. I think that the battery durability isn't too long, but it's still manageable. There is no problem with latency when used to watch videos. There is no delay between pictures and sound, but like other Bluetooth headsets, we cannot use it for playing games. Final score on scale 1 to 10. I give 7 for sound quality, I give 6 for design because of bad cable design. I give 7 for build quality. I give 7.5 for feature. I give 7 for the price. The average value is 6.9. In conclusion, I recommend KZ BTE because it produces decent quality sound and suitable for listening various types of music. The main drawback of this Bluetooth earphone in my opinion is the cable that is too long and so battery life. As usual, I suggest you also watching or reading KZ BTE reviews from other reviewers because in terms of sound quality, it can be very subjective and strongly influenced by personal taste. Thanks for watching and consider to subscribe to our channel.